Hey everyone, Mystic here, coming at you with another video. Today I wanted to show off my Blood Mage Spark Ice build guide. I do want to give a quick shout out to Kai on YouTube. That's kind of where this build came from. I didn't change a whole lot from his build guide, so I will link his original video and his YouTube down below, as well as my max roll build guide that I put together. There were just a couple of changes, but nothing too big. You could run it my way or his. It doesn't really matter. It's going to work great for you. But go show him some love and support. And let's go ahead. Let's dive into this build here. So like I said, we are a Blood Mage. The one thing I do want to say is that this build really feels good at about 3,000 or more life. You can run it lower. I was running it at about 24 to 2,500 life, and it feels really squishy at that point. At 3,000, you can still feel squishy, but it feels a lot better. You have enough life to cast your spells, and you're getting enough life orbs that it's not really that big of a deal. But you want to make sure that you have enough life, and we're going to get to that in the gear. After that, there's really not much to point out here, so I'll just scroll through the stats in case there's anything you wanted to see specifically. And you can just pause if you need anything. All right, great. So now let's get into the skills. So we're running Life Remnants with Harmonic Remnants 2, Remnant Potency 1, and then Sigil of Power with Magnified Area 2, Prolonged Duration 2, Efficiency 2, Spark with Pierce 3, Projectile Acceleration 3, Rapid Casting 2, Efficiency 2, Lightning Mastery, Frost Bomb with Potent Exposure, Harmonic Remnants 2, Magnified Area 2, and Cooldown Recovery 2, Cast on Critical with Snap, Flame Wall, Harmonic Remnants 2, Boundless Energy 2, Energy Retention, then Siphon Elements with Harmonic Remnants 2 and Cold Mastery, then Orb of Storms with Overabundance 2, Harmonic Remnants 2, Rising Tempest, and then Considered Casting, and lastly, Elemental Weaknesses with Heightened Curse, Magnified Area 2, and Cursed Ground. We are running 2 weapon sets. On weapon set 2, you just want to be running a Chiming Staff, and that's it. We just want it for Sigil of Power. And on that, you're going to want to run Sigil of Power, obviously is going to come on 2, Frost Bomb, your element, and your Elemental Weaknesses. That's what you're going to want to run on your weapon set 2. Everything else can be on weapon set 1. So to jump into the gear, one thing I do want to say about this build, it is not very expensive to get going. You can do this for 5 Divine or less. It won't be as strong as it is here, but it does function, it does work. You'll just have to play it a little bit slower. You'll have to be more mindful of the damage that you're doing and your life, and that's really about it. But it still clears maps really, really fast. Bossing it is a little bit slow. Even at this level, it's not really a super fast uber boss killer. I have done T4 bosses with this exact build as it stands. It does do them. It's a little bit slow, but this is really great for mapping. You just rip through the maps, and I mean, you make a ton of currency. Really, that's about it. So it can be done cheap, and then you can build up as you go. Just to let you know, as this stands, it's probably somewhere around 15 to 20 divine. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into the gear. We'll start off with the Widow Hail Crude Bow. You want to get as high of a damage or bonuses gained from your equipped quiver. The higher the better. You can do 240, 250 again if you're just starting out. It will be a little bit slower, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world, but you really want to get it as high as you can. And then in this, we're running our Chelotl Soul Core of War, so that way our projectiles are just flying around the map. On your helmet, you're looking for max life, crit hit chance if you can get it, and any reses that you can get. On your quiver, you're really looking for projectile speed, level of all projectile skills, and then 1 of 2 of either this prefix here, which is giving you increased damage against enemies that are within 2 meters, or there's another one right here. This one, increased critical hit chance against enemies further than 6 meters. You want 1 of those 2, and in order to get that, you can buy it on the market panel. There are a lot of people crafting these now, but you'll have to use your omens to craft those on there if it doesn't come with it, but you can pretty much find them on the market panel without any problem. and they're still relatively cheap. As far as our amulet is concerned, you need spirit. We need a 30 additional spirit in order to make this build work. So make sure that you're picking that up on your amulet. Then you're looking for level of all projectile skills. Level of all projectile skills. Goodness gracious, I can't talk. Cast speed if you can get it, and any reses that you can get. On our body armor, this is the only place we're really going to need energy shield, and I'll show you why in the skill tree here in just a second. But here you want to get as much energy shield as you can, as well as max life and any reses that you can get. For our rings, we're running Call of the Brotherhood Topaz ring. This is to convert all of our lightning damage to cold damage. Now, this is really good at the start of the map. It helps us get our cold infusions going right at the bat, right off the bat. So this is what that's for. Then our other ring, we're using the Seed of Cataclysm Lazuli ring. This is to get us more critical hit chance and spell damage bonus. Because we are critting, I didn't say that earlier, but because we are critting a ton, you want to get your crit chance and your crit damage as high as crit damage bonus as high as possible, and this ring really helps boost both of those. For our boots, movement speed is primary, max life, and then any resistances that you can get. On our belt, you're just needing max life and resistances. And then on your gloves, you're looking for max life and resistances. If you can get critical damage bonus or cold damage to attacks, that is definitely a big bonus, but it's not necessarily required. I will also point out the life flask. If you're running this build and your health isn't very high and maybe you're just starting out with it, I would recommend getting a life flask where recovery is applied instantly. This way, if you take too much damage or if your spells are costing too much and you're running out of life, you can drop back real quick, pop a couple potions, and then you're good to go and get back in there. Just wanted to point that out real quick. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the Ascendancy here and into the rest of the skills. So we are a Blood Mage. We're taking Sanguimancy, Vitality Siphon, Sunder of the Flesh, Grasping Wounds, and then Crimson Power. This is why we want as much energy shield on our body as possible, because it is being converted over to max life, right? So we're gaining additional max life equal to 100% of the item energy shield on our body armor. So you want to make sure that your body armor has a lot of energy shield on it, so that way we can boost our life. To get into the skill tree, basically you're just going to follow this path up. You are going to have to separate out weapon set 1 and weapon set 2. So weapon set 2 is coming here. Weapon set 1. You'll just keep following this path up. Weapon set 2, weapon set 2, weapon set 1, weapon set 2. You'll want to grab all of these nodes. You want to come around. You want to get weapon set 1 in here. You'll wrap around all of this. Make sure you're picking up everything there. Weapon set 2 right here. And then you're going to come all the way around on this side. Make sure weapon set 1 is here. Keep coming. You're going to pick up this jewel socket here. And then come all the way over here with weapon set 1 and weapon set 1. And you want to make sure that we're picking up blood magic as well. Other than that, that is really about it for the build. I guess I will say for the jewels, you want to make sure that you're taking like cold damage, crit damage bonus, crit spell damage, critical chance. Those are the things that you're going to want to be picking up in your jewels and slotting them in. Other than that, there's really not much else. To go into the build, like, and how you're going to play it, if you're on the lower level and you're just starting out, you can throw out your Sigil of Power and your elemental weaknesses, as well as your Orb of Storms and your Frost Bomb as needed. Especially if you're running into bigger packs or a lot of rares, it'll help you kind of clear those out. But for the most part, you can use Spark. It's going to do most of the work for you. That's only on the lower end. On the higher end, you might throw out Orb of Storms or Frost Bomb every now and again, or if you're doing rituals or anything like that, you can throw everything out and it kind of helps just delete everything on the screen. But again, for the most part, when you're at the higher levels, you're just going to throw out your Spark, and that's going to be it. Now for the bosses, it is that earlier rotation that I was talking about. You're going to throw out your Sigil of Power, your elemental weaknesses, your Orb of Storms, and then your Frost Bomb, and then you're spamming Spark, and you want to keep those up constantly while you're bossing or fighting like a map boss or the Uber bosses or whatever. And that's pretty much it. That's just the rotation. But yeah, guys, like I said, big shout out to Kai. His video link and his YouTube link will be below, as well as my max roll build guide. And I will showcase here a map run for you, so that way you can see exactly what it's doing. But hey, man, let me know what you guys think. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Come check me out on stream, guys. I appreciate the support, and we'll see you out there. Later. Oh, it's a dead end. Sitting there trying to run through a fake wall. I just didn't want to die. Gosh, I hate, like, the chilled ground is literally like temporal chance 2.0. I hate it. It feels so bad to be going so fast and then just get caught. What's that? What did we pick up? Oh, that. We don't want that. Oh, the new league's fun, man. The Abyss stuff is great. You're working until December? Oh, man. Do you got travel for work or something, or just busy and don't have time for it? I was gonna say, that'll probably kill us right there. How slow we go, it's terrible. You just do it casually? Okay. I get it, man. When I used to do my, when I used to work at my old job, I didn't have a whole lot of time to play either. Between work and, you know, kids and husband duties and all that stuff, just didn't have time.